The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the New Media Factory. Some programs on this network might include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
The biggest, most outrageous online show in Philippine history.
20 million fucking downloads.
Interactive in 35 countries. Mo is back with a vengeance in Season 2. Bigger, better, badder.
Let's start off with an international call. Yesterday we took a call from India. Tonight it's Canada.
Nice.
Let's go to Ireland. Where in Ireland are you?
Well, I'm in Dublin.
Some people say that I'm a bad guy. They may be right.
Let's go to Afghanistan. Holy shit, are you fucking really in Afghanistan?
Yeah, man, what's up?
Florida. What's up?
Just found your show today, and I think it's great.
Live from Hollywood and at the Beyond the Box Studios in One Rockwell, Makati. It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast, Season 2. The Bigger, Better, Badder podcast. Your questions about love, life, sex,
And more sex.
are all answered and occasionally made fun of here. And now, the man who loves women and dudes, but not in the same way. The Philippine genius, DJ Mo Twister.
Welcome to the podcast on this Friday night. It is the... Ooh, shit, I just noticed. It's not like we should get excited about it anymore because it's very elementary, but it's Friday the 13th today.
Ooh. Should I do that? It's like the mandatory.
I remember when it was such a big deal. I mean, really, up to about, like, I'd say, I don't know, 5 years ago, it was a big deal. Like, oh my God, it's Friday the 13th.
I shouldn't want to go outside.
But I feel like if you're not part of the generation that went through those movies,
You don't care.
don't give a fuck about Friday the 13th. Like how many callers we have that are teenagers right now? Okay, we have a 17-year-old right now. He, if I ask him, hey, 17-year-old, do you know what Friday the 13th the movie is? He'd be like, huh? And well, all of us adults are like, putang ina, Friday the 13th. 17-year-olds like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Because it's not part of the generation. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Hey, it's the podcast. Welcome to the show. It is Good Times with Mo, the podcast, Season 2, brought to you by Globe. Phone number 478-7954. Skype, the Good Times Podcast. You can text us 0927-214-1981 if you want to get on the show. That familiar voice you hear in the background, she's here every Friday, every other Friday, whatever it may be. The Angelicopter.
What's wrong with you?
It's my sing out.
Oh.
I was talking about it yesterday on the show that it affects me in the way I speak because as I speak, it hurts. So I'm like, fuck. But I can't take the day off because it's not like, I mean, anybody ever take a day off from work because of a sing out?
No.
That's right. Unless it's on the outside of their mouth.
Ew,
which is
that's
gross.
herpes.
Yeah, which this means that you have some sort of like disease. No, but people do get them. People do, oh my God, this is the second episode in a row I've started with sing out talk, but people do in fact get them on the outside of their lips. It's so awful.
That's gross.
I remember Grace Lee had one once and she came to work and I was like, what's that? Sing out. I'm like, oh God, what is it? I mean, mine are big, but they're inside. It was outside.
No, I've seen her not sing out, but she would have some allergy, but it's not herpes
maybe it's
as
not
well.
sing out.
It's not sing out, but outside her lips, a huge
No,
ones.
I know it's not herpes. And a penis has never been near her face. Ever.
That's what you think.
So that's what I know.
That's not what she told me.
Jeez, let's forget you and Grace are not on good terms, so let's not talk about her today. I'll talk about her on Monday. It is time to take your phone calls, and we'll do some online questions as well. Stuff we get over social media. Your love problems, your life problems, sex questions, whatever it may be. Give us a call, and we'll do our thing. I know, aside from it being Friday the 13th, I think it's payday tonight, so that's always kind of cool for a lot of you people out there in the Philippines who, of course, love Friday paydays. The traffic's bad and shit, but God, it's great to have a little bit of money. So let's get to some of these calls. You want to?
Yes, let's go.
Good. Let's start with Regina. She is in Iloilo, 25 years old on line 6. Hi, Regina. How can we help you?
Hi, Mo. Good evening.
Good evening, baby doll. What's up?
Hi, all right. Well, I'm actually a single mom. I have a son. He's 1 year old. And prior to having a son, well, of course, you're going to wonder, but I'm a lesbian, actually. I came to an all-girl school. I'm a true blue since I was in preschool up to college.
Okay, and you're full lesbian, though, like full on? Or bisexual? Or you're like a full lesbian.
Well,
like you've always been a lesbian.
yeah, probably you could call me bisexual because I've had boyfriends, but I'd always go back to women. And yeah, just 2 years ago, well, I had this boyfriend and we were not that long. Our relationship wasn't that long yet, and then I got pregnant. So right now I have a kid, which is one of the things that I really wanted ever since I was 19 to have a kid. So well,
awesome.
It was a good thing for me. And then I focused on being a mom, and then I actually came from Saudi Arabia, and I went home to actually give birth and to take care of my kid here. And yeah, so we're based in Iloilo. And just a few months ago, well, I met this girl, and Mo, when we were, when we're younger, actually, and we find things to thrill us. I'm the kind of person who actually likes to date taken people. I don't know. I'm not sure why, because ever since it's just it attracts me, or I don't know. If they're taken, it's like mas go ako sa ganon. And
yeah, I got you.
Usually, what happens is that when I like someone, I really give like the full my all, so parang full attention and stuff like that. So what happens usually is I win them over, and they just end up leaving their girlfriends for me. Right now, well, I'm stuck in the same situation, but then it's a totally different. It's a totally different thing because I'm already a mom, and I feel like I'm wasting my time because I'm giving her all the attention. I'm giving her everything that I could give her. Sometimes being a mom is actually already parang medyo hindi na ako nagiging ganun ka good mom sa son ko because I give her all the attention. And It seems that she's actually younger than me. She's 23. So I'm not sure if she's mature enough to actually handle this kind of relationship, having a girlfriend with who's a mom, and then she already has a girlfriend, and parang she's confused. Although she tells me that alam mo yun, na before she even met me, hindi na sila okay ng girlfriend niya, and they're live-in, by the way. So it makes the situation even more complicated. So I'm on the verge of actually thinking of like giving up on her na. Like, okay, sige, if I leave you, you're not gonna die. You have a girlfriend, you're young, you're gonna find someone new if you say that you're really not happy with your girlfriend anymore. But I have to move on because I have a son and I feel like I'm wasting my time. Pero at the same time, I'm kind of thinking, parang sayang kasi I feel like most of the time kasi she's already on the verge of doing it na. But I'm not sure tuloy is it for my ego na lang? Kasi we've only been together for 3 months na naman and I feel like parang mamatay na ako na gano'n. Pero I know naman that it's not. So, it's just kind of confusing because every time that I try to, take a step back, she always tries to win me over. So parang ako, okay, medyo teenager mode na parang nagdadala naman. Pero at the back of your mind naman, you know what's right. You know what you should do. Pero parang, it's hard. It's really hard.
Yeah. I feel like a priest. Can I talk now?
Yes, right. Please. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I actually like you. I think you're very pleasant. I mean, I don't like your behavior. I have to be honest because the whole being attracted to people who are taken is an awful kind of thing to be excited about, and
it's not good.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not good, but I mean, it almost seems like you're never ever guilty about it, which is dangerous. Like, at least be a little bit guilty about it because it, it's just all right. Anyway, let's get to it. What's your question?
Well, do you think that the thing that's holding me back from actually leaving her and from moving on is my ego, or parang it's hard kasi to when you think that you can make things work because she's okay naman, it's just that she can't leave her girlfriend. She's okay. She's good with my son. She's okay naman.
What do you want? Okay, listen, Regina. What do you want to happen? Do you want her to leave her girlfriend so the both of you can be in an exclusive, non-cheating relationship?
Yes.
But
and can you handle that? Like, can you handle being loyal and,
not looking the other way?
No, it's not okay. It's because it's not naman that when I told you earlier that I'm attracted to taken people. It's not naman yung parang relationship na super okay and then sinisira ko. It's not like that. When people are stuck in this relationship, most of my exes kasi are girls who are stuck in this who na parang they're not happy anymore but they don't know what to do about it, and then eventually it's like I'm just helping them to move on. It's like it's the same situation naman with my girlfriend right now na parang before she even met me, she's not happy anymore. Parang she's scared to come out of the comfort zone kasi they've been together for 3 years na parang it's just the routine. So parang nahihirapan siya.
But see, my thing is like, where does that put you, and what does it say about how you feel about yourself? Where you're here just to help people who are in trouble and unhappy, but what about your happiness? And you gave me clues early on that it doesn't seem like you came from a very good family structure. You're like, oh, I've always wanted a baby since I was 19 years old, and now that I have it, I'm like, wow. I mean, like, it's a very kind of odd thing to say. Yep. It's a very odd thing to say. And then you said something else. I completely forgot right now what it was. You said something else that kind of made me think that you had a shitty family structure. Not that you were abused or anything like that, but your family sucked. Like your parents sucked. They sucked to each other. I mean, they might have been good parents to you, but they were awful to each other, or they were awful parents to you. I mean, either way, it wasn't quote unquote a normal upbringing, because you said something else, and fuck, I just forgot right now what it was, aside from the whole wanting to be pregnant when you were 19, thing. But yeah, so you did come from a shitty, upbringing. And the thing is, your behavior, you're gonna pass that on to your kid. And I don't know if you even think that's a bad thing, to be like mom, but it is. You get what I mean? It's like you're one of these really bad people that are very pleasant, so it's hard to like scream at you and yell at you and say, "Fuck, come on, Regina, what the fuck are you doing?" I'm not gonna do that because you seem to carry yourself well, but your behavior is awful, and it's empty. It's like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick this girl up because she's in a bad relationship, but then it's gonna end anyway. I mean, you're 25 and when I listen to you, I feel like there's 15 to 20 years of relationship experience there, because you almost sound like an old soul, if that makes sense. And sorry, Chopper, one last. And I'm going to attribute that to the shitty upbringing. Maybe you had to grow up really fast at a young age because absentee parent, or really just kind of a volatile structure there. But you need to kind of almost just say, I have my kid and I have to get away from the chaos because I don't want my child to go through the things that I went through, and you don't want your child to grow up behaving the way you're behaving.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm actually scared, Mo, that if ever I get the courage to actually get out of this relationship, I might end up in another similar relationship, and it's sure how to deal with that. I'm not sure how to get, to like go away or move away or like just stay away from those kinds of relationships. I mean,
you said that you love your kid and you've always wanted a kid since you were 19. If you put your kid the center of everything, you won't. Just everything that you do or every relationship that you're about to get in, think of it like, will this destroy my kid later on? How will this relationship that affect my kid later on? And you said yourself earlier, you said yourself that you're already compromising the quality of being a mom to your kid, that you're losing or not being a good mom anymore because of the other relationship. Then your kid's gonna end up just like you, or maybe worse. It's just a matter of your kid growing up to be a teenager and being rebellious or doing the same things you're doing. And do you want that for
I really think, though, Regina, that there's a lot of improvement that you can make, and quickly, if you sought out a therapist, like a professional who'd sit down and talk to you about the stuff that you went through when you were younger and that shaped you the way you are now. And if you get to understand that and grasp it and kind of just be able to manipulate it into a way to behave like a better role model, I really do think it's possible, because you don't sound like a loser. You don't sound like a bad individual. You're just doing bad things. And I don't even want to blame you. I want to blame whoever fucked you over when you were younger. Who was it? Was it your mom or your dad?
Well, to be honest, well, we don't give last names here, but when we were actually younger, our dad actually kind of molested us, and then they kind of always fight, my mom and dad, and then it's kind of fucked up actually because when we were like around teenagers already, I have a sister, by the way. We're just two, so she's younger than me. So we actually told our mom because there came a point wherein I don't respect the guy anymore, her husband.
Sure.
And she was really mad. And we tried to. Of course, I didn't want to hurt her because she loved her husband like too much. So at first we didn't want to hurt her because it would break her heart. And then there came a point when we decided to tell her because either way she's getting hurt because she can't understand the reason why we're being like that to her husband. And what hurts is that, she didn't actually do anything. What stopped is that,
you don't even call him dad, huh? You just call him her husband.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how, and understandably so. God, don't even.
Hate him. I'm actually indifferent already. I don't care. So,
I hate him. Listen, I hate him.
I'll hate him.
Yeah,
for you.
I hate him immensely for what he's done to the both of you, and that's why I need you to see a therapist.
No, I'm not that kind of person. I really, I think that people who use their, the stuff that they've been through as like a way for them to like pity themselves. I'm not like that. I really don't like people like that.
You're not. When you go through therapy, you're not. It's not because you need to be depressed or pity yourself or feel bad and use it as an excuse for your actions, but it's a way of understanding why you do the things you do.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's what it is. Is like, I don't want to be angry because I think I know you're an inherently very good person that went through a lot of awful things. And being molested is awful, Regina. It's fucking A from your dad. I mean, no worse person to molest you than your father. I mean, well, you don't want to be molested, period. I'd rather take the neighbor, tito, fucking teacher, any of those things, priest. I'll take all of those except before I take father, because that is supposed to be the person you trust. That's supposed to be your protector at a young age. I mean, that person is supposed to be the rock of your family, and for them to do that and exploit you is awful. And I really need you to work that out, because you'll see, like a miracle, when you work out the molestation part, you're going to work out the relationship part. Then you're going to work out the part about being a better girlfriend, a better mother, a better citizen. I mean, a better everything when you unwire all of that shit that your dad put in you.
Yeah, and I'm also confused because that's why I wanted to be a mom, because I wanted to be a better mom than my mom to me. Because even when she found out already, it's like she chose her husband over us.
Right, no, I understand. Listen, I understand how shattered of a feeling that is. Now, not understand because I have personal experience. I don't have experience there, but I can assume that that's an awful thing to go through, to be let down by both of them. You're let down by your mom and your dad. Well, obviously your dad being worse, but it's not going to make you a better parent. It's not going to make you like, oh, okay, now I'm going to have a kid right away and make sure that I don't do what they did to me. Yeah, but it will manifest in other ways, and which is you're an awful role model to your child right now. But you can fix that. But I need you to fix. It's like this. You know when in the airplane, when they have that little the video that tells you how to be safe, or just in case there's an emergency, it always says put your mask on your face before you put it on your child, or else the both of you guys are gonna fucking die because of pressure. Same thing. You're not gonna be able to be a good mom until you be a good you first. I don't want to sound like a song, a poem, or some sort of cliche, but it really is true. You gotta work out the issues. You can't just forget it. You can't just say, oh, it was in my past. You have to address the past if you really want to be successful as a parent and as a girlfriend to people that you get involved with. And the thing is, Regina, I know you're going to do it. I know you'll be successful at it because I can tell you are a very good person. And you were able to take all that shit that happened to you and still be a good, I mean, if that happened to me, I'd be a fucking serial killer. But you're not. You're just someone who fucks around with people who are married, but you're almost like Dexter, Chopper. She only fucks around with people who are married, who are also miserable in their relationship. You're not just stealing happily married couples. You're stealing problems.
Yeah.
And but still, see, at the same, that screams, I'm a good person, but I can't help do these things because of what happened to me.
That's right. And you gotta
very
understand.
Dexter Moore.
And remember, when you started your call, your question was, you were kind of confused and you didn't know if you were doing it for your ego or like that, because there are certain things you seem to can't put your finger on in terms of your behavior, and that's where therapy is going to help.
Yeah, the therapy is going to help big time. I don't know what the quality of therapists there are in Iloilo, but if you can find someone that comes recommended.
Yeah, actually, Mo, when I was younger, I've actually been to therapists because I used to cut myself. Not really cut myself to suicide, but I have this mark on my wrist, but I don't really plan to kill myself. So my mom was actually really, worried about that. And then she actually, I was able to see two therapists here in Iloilo, and I was able to, make them believe that there's nothing wrong with me. So they're actually strictly here.
Yeah, that's another issue, man. If they're not really, good.
So
I think I'm okay.
What I should do is to actually get a really good therapist, and I don't have any issues with getting, therapy and at all. I'm okay with that, but I'm not. I really.
Yeah, no, I listen.
Don't know what to do.
I'm glad you are. Yeah, that's the other challenge, is finding a good one. But if you could find a good one, and remember, these things take years, and you need to submit to it. So, maybe when you're younger and stupid, cutting yourself, you were coming up with bullshit stories. But when you find one, just tell them the truth. Just tell them how honestly how you feel, what happened to you, and all of these things. Like the cutting part, again, Regina, that's all part of this just awful, awful experience that you went through growing up. I mean, it breaks my heart to hear this, because I can't blame you for your behavior. I have to blame your father. And even though people might look at you and go, "Tangina, she cuts herself. Look at her. Parang napaka-weirdo naman to." Or you do this and you that. It's like, you're so innocent. I mean, someone fucked you over. What do I expect you to do? And I don't want you to have to go through it anymore. I mean, let's leave that in the past by working on you now. Okay? Regina, thanks for the call. We appreciate it very much, by the way.
Thanks, Mo. Thank you so much. Thank you, Anne.
Okay, have a good day. Night.
Tough, man. God, fucking, you get what I mean, man. If you fuck over your kids, whether it be something as traumatic as that, or just being a shitty parent, whatever it may be, your kids will fucking feel it, and they'll respond to it, and they'll grow up, and it'll stick with them for a really long time, maybe forever.
Oh, gosh. Would you rather have an absentee parent than someone who fucks you over?
Of course.
Right?
Yeah, but absentee parent is fucked over too.
Yeah, I know, but
it depends,
which
what you mean.
One does more. It doesn't support the kid. Is not there for the person, for the kid. Whatever.
The worst thing I think you can do is molest your child. Not being around is tough, and it'll create issues and all of these things. But molesting your kid, raping your kid, I can't think of anything worse than that.
And then your kid comes to you, the other parent, and tells you, and then you don't believe them, or you believe them, but you do nothing about it.
But see that, and then you just full on lose all hope for society, and then you become, like her. You cut yourself, you eating disorders, volatile relationships. God. All the guys or girls that she brings into her life are all in trouble and chaos of their own. And then it's a circle of life. So if you understand, for example, here's the thing. So let's just say the dad goes, okay, I'm going to molest my daughter.
Okay.
The daughter then, she takes all of this in. She grows up to be this kind of person. Mm-hmm. Then her kid sees that and goes, oh, okay, well, this is normal. It's normal to cut yourself and to cheat on, this. And that's what I'm going to do. Then her daughter or her son will do that. And then they will do that to their children. And then you understand how one person, it's like a domino effect, how one person's stupid fucking mistake can destroy generations.
If you make it okay now, it will be okay still to them later.
It's generations of people. Generations. Fucking crazy. Let's go
take more calls and make the world a better place.
Let's go to Kiko, who's 21 in Cavite on line 5.
Kiko.
Hi, Kiko. What's up?
Hi. Hello. Hello, Mo.
Hey. Go. What's up?
Hey, I have this question. I have a friend who's so hot. We always talk about sex. We always joke about doing it together. But I don't know, man. I mean,
I was gonna initially say you're a gay guy. and like super hot. Yeah, I know. And then all of a sudden it's like, I don't know, man. You guys don't say that. I was like, I thought you meant about like some hot guy friend that you have that you want to fuck. And then at the end of, dude, bro, fuck, what the fuck do I do, man? And I'm like, oh, okay, so it's a girl. All right, fair enough. So you have a super hot friend who's a female, talks sex all the time with you, and you want to bone her, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
You want to fuck her. All right. Now, what kind of sex conversations do you have?
Sample.
I want to fuck her. Yeah.
Like we were listening to Ellen, your podcast with Ellen Darna,
Sure.
right?
Yeah, totally.
At the same time, I was asking her the forbidden questions and what's her favorite.
Hold on, time out.
Position.
You know how many times guys have used my show as a stepping stool so they can put their dick in some girl? Yeah. It's like, hey, Angelica, pare, putang ina, you have to listen to the show. Hayo, pastig.
Talaga?
Oh, tingnan mo. Have you ever had a one-night stand? Tingnan mo answer ni Ellen. Oh, ikaw. Baka one-night stand ka na ba? Oh, tingnan mo si Ellen. Spit or swallow? Swallow. Putang ina ikaw. Swallow? Sige na mo, sabihin mo. Nangangantot ka ba ng mga kaibigan mo? Oh, ikaw. You guys use it to get pussy. I don't mind. That's fine. It's fine. I got you. All right. So you guys were talking. You were using my questions. Yeah, as an icebreaker. It's a very effective tool.
Yeah.
Okay. So what does she say?
Yeah. She answers them like I don't know really.
So you hindi mo na alam how to follow up after that.
Yeah. He wants to go from that to put his dick in her. Is what it is.
Nandun na pinakawalan mo pa.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What?
What's next?
It's tough. I don't really know the chemistry. I mean, do you feel like she has some sort of interest in you aside from the opening up sexually? Does she sound like? Because I mean, I have friends now that are females that will fucking talk to me about their sex. Maybe because this is what I do for a living, but I have friends right now, like really good friends, they're females that'll talk to me about them like completely like sex life stuff, but there's no way I'll touch them, and I know for sure they'll never touch me in that way. I mean, it won't happen. So there has to be something else aside from that. Like that's a great icebreaker, but there has to be one little thing. Is she like, does she touch you a lot? Like does she put her head on your shoulder? Does she hold your arm? Does she do these things? Like there's body language stuff. I'm sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
Well, sometimes she makes this thing when like she makes her boobs touch my shoulder.
Are you sure? Or your shoulder touches her boobs?
No.
Clarify.
And then when we sit, our bodies are like so
close together.
Each other, and
she does this thing where she sits on my lap and she grinds her butt on my penis. I don't know. Is that a sign, Mo?
She's dry humping me, but I don't know if she likes me.
I don't know. I don't understand the sign. She pulls down her top, takes off her bra, licks her fingers, and then kind of turns her nipple. What is that? Do you think she likes me? Okay, so Chopper, how do you think about this, man? Would you talk to another guy about your sexual prowess and all of these things? You know, rub your boob on a guy without wanting him? It seems like this girl really likes him.
I don't know about the rubbing the boob. If you really believe that it was intentional, then yeah,
it's a good sign.
But baka naman accident lang, kasi sometimes talaga it happens. Like we move and then our boobs can get in the way. You know?
Well, what if she's flat-chested? Then that's not an accident. I mean, what if pinipili talaga yung A-cup, ginagawa talaga yung A-cup niya? Kasi kung malaki naman joke mo, okay lang. I understand, may accident. You have a D-cup, it's gonna hit people. But if you're an A-cup tapos sinasadya mo, ginagrind mo, it's like, okay, I think you just want to fuck me right now.
Damn it, you missed your chance.
Listen, Kiko, at this point, I think you do what a lot of people do when they like their friend, is you tell them.
Yeah.
You kind of just open, hey, we spend a lot of time together. It's only natural for me to be attracted to you. You're really pretty and this and that. And, you know, I know a lot of people are always scared that you're going to ruin the friendship bullshit, but I've already ruined it. I really do like you. And let's see where it goes from there.
Say, I don't see you as a friend anymore.
Yeah. No, I mean, you can't really say that because that's an awful thing to say. But
I don't see you just a friend.
Not just
apart from being my friend. I'm really.
Yeah, I really like you.
I want to put my dick in your pussy.
Yeah, I really want to grind your boobs.
Girl, I really.
Yeah, Kiko. I really think you should just kind of do that. You do that thing that a lot of people do. They start off as friends and then they kind of just take it to the next level for whatever reason. And I think so far, from what you've said, you seem like you're in good shape.
Yeah.
That you could actually be rather successful.
Nakailan siya out of the 40 questions.
So next time, we'll just listen to the next podcast. Then
Exactly. No, don't, because then you're going to look like a pervert. You're only telling me your feelings when we're talking about anal sex.
Yeah, don't give that impression.
You try to do it on another time. But it depends. Do you really like her as girlfriend material or do you just want to fuck her?
Somewhere in the middle. I don't know.
Pwede na.
I would then just in that case, I would then go out drinking with her, just the two of you. If she says yes, because here's the thing, like when you invite a girl drinking and it's just the two of you, I think it's already 30% down payment that some sex is going to happen. Right?
Yeah.
Chopper, is that right? I mean, like if I went Chopper right now or tonight, since you're in my house, let's go drinking. You and I've already there's like a down payment of 30% that we're going to have sex.
Yeah.
See? The two of you. So if I go, inuman tayo. Sino? Tayo lang.
Tayong dalawa lang.
Alam na.
Ay, determined pa naman.
Payday pa.
So with that happens, I get ready na.
Magbago ka na ng condom.
Don't put the condom on yet. Just put it in your pocket.
Be ready. Pladuhin mo na kung saan mo siya dadalhin.
Yeah. All right?
Candlelight mo.
All right. Good luck, man. I think you're going to school.
Yeah.
I have a really
Ask
good
her,
feeling.
go out, go drinking, just the two of you.
Yeah. All right?
Don't get her too drunk.
Yeah, don't get too drunk where it's just kind of
tipsy.
like, a little bit. Okay?
Tatayo yan.
Yeah. Does she have a cup on the boobs? B cup? C cup? What
D?
Oh, accident lang yun.
Oh, that might have been an accident. Yeah.
But my arm was so far. And then...
Dude, it's D cup. What do you expect?
Yeah. Well, sometimes like the weight of the D's kind of launch people forward anyway. Like it's like, it's like having a barbell in the water. You just kind of drop. It's okay. Well, hey, listen.
If she says yes,
a lot of people do it.
If she says yes and to go out and drinking with you, just the two of you,
I think you're in good shape. Sex talk,
in the bag,
alcohol, you're ready to go.
Yeah.
All right.
No garlic pulutan, okay?
All right, buddy. Thanks for the call. Appreciate it. Have a good one, man. Bye-bye. Got a lot of calls tonight, so we got to get to them. Let's take a break. When we come back,
Kala ko talaga bading siya nung start.
Yeah, me too. It sounded kind of like a gay
Her
guy
voice.
early on.
His voice.
It's Friday night, September 30 naman. My name is Mo. There's Angelicopter. It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast, season 2, brought to you by Globe. Phone number 478-7954. Skype, The Good Times Podcast. You can text us, 0927-214-1981. Back with more of your questions when we return. Don't go away.
Stay tuned. We'll return after this commercial break.
With All Stars, we're always on the move. It's really important for us to get better and stronger for every competition that we get into. For all the different lifestyles that we have, some of us are graphic artists, filmmakers. We still find ways to get together. We put a lot of effort in practicing and rehearsing. Minsan may mga biglaang shows or auditions, so it's really important for us to get connected. I use my Globe group messaging to get a hold of everybody else. Malayo na rin ang narating namin, marami na rin kaming napuntahan. So it's really important to get connected.
Take a little sunshine, drop a little rainbow, mix in a smile, stay for a while. Sabrina's kitchen, what you waiting for? Sabrina's kitchen, always room for one more. Sabrina's kitchen, cooking up a storm. Sabrina's kitchen, always something new. Sabrina's kitchen, tables waiting for you.
with a game Chubby Bunny. But
what's like?
Have you played Chubby Bunny before?
No.
You put a marshmallow in your mouth. You say Chubby Bunny. And you keep putting it in your mouth. And you keep saying Chubby Bunny.
Okay.
Whoever can fit the most in their mouth wins. But we're not gonna say Chubby Bunny. We're gonna have a conversation.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you, okay ka na ba? Okay. And you're gonna be like, okay na.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Go.
2 at a time?
Okay, I'll learn 2 at a time. Okay ka na ba? What?
Okay na. I just saw it.
Okay ka na ba?
Okay na.
Okay ka na ba?
Okay na.
Okay. No, that's disgusting.
What you've been missing on The Factory.
Were you the one who posted, James, regarding the guidelines when it comes to checkpoints?
Yes, I was.
That's fantastic.
Yes, I just made it up, but I thought it was this time of year, right? Elections. You never let the truth get in the way of a good story, okay? Children, do not follow this at home. I'm just kidding. Just so you know your rights. If you do get stopped by a checkpoint,
you are not allowed. We're able to verify all of these, James.
You're not allowed to run over them. That didn't make it here. So technically... Now, number 2. Upon approach, slow down. I guess that counts as not running them over. Dim headlights and turn on cabin lights. Okay.
Cabin lights.
Mm-hmm. Lock all doors of vehicles during inspection. Lock.
They might get pissed off because you're locking.
But that's the
doors.
thing.
Okay.
This is where they get you. And this is actually, I know we're making fun of it a little bit, but this is a serious issue. We've seen some people genuinely harassed. Drugs are planted and other things, a Justin Bieber CD is planted, which is even worse.
Oh,
yes,
no.
I've heard of that, And there's no defense for that. There's really no defense. Yeah, it's like, but Your Honor, we found this. Throw the book at him. The CD as well.
Then after that you have to submit your cell phone and everything. Yeah. And next thing you know, you have a Justin Bieber ringtone.
Catch James Deacon and the boys on Counterflow Wednesdays 7:30 to 8:30, only here on The Factory.
Then the maid got jaundice. Jaundice is different from jaundice. Jaundice is buntis, like that. But she does not... Tears. Anyway, jaundice does not know. This is professional show. I will put the merienda here. So jaundice. And I'm now happy to present to you Carlo Tayo. Halika dito, te. Tabi tayo. Gusto mo ng snacks? Ano ba to? Ganyan ba yan? Tapos?
Ang puti, mama.
Ay, tapos. Dito ba? Pwede ba dyan?
Pwede. Concealer. Ayan, para sa show mo, ha?
Aray ko. Amayaya ba? Pwede ba itong ano? Zora. Pang ano ba to? Oil absorbing. Pwede pa itong pang nose line.
Tita Kay, may caution.
Caution! Caution! Basta ng glamour, te!
When used for the first 2 weeks, more pimples will appear. Burahin na sila.
Oh my God! Te!
Sorry, ma.
Basta ng glamour!
Ito talaga.
Hindi, bago yan. Don't worry.
Buti ako sa mata lang. Hindi naman nagkakapyo. Dapat pala caution muna yung pinasa natin.
Join your host, Carrots Nazareno, on Live, Love, Lols every Thursday, 7:30 to 8:30, only here on The Factory.
Says she hates me.
It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast. Call the show tonight and get your love problem answered.
Follow us on Twitter at GTWM Podcast.
And visit www.motwister.com.
Back on the show here on this Friday night. It is Good Times with Mo, the podcast, season 2, brought to you by Globe. On the show, the Angelicopter. You can follow her on Twitter at the Angelicopter. It used to be just Angelicopter, but because your Twitter name...
it was Angelicopter 899.
No. Can you please, before you think you know what I'm going to say, let me finish saying it. I'm saying your name used to be just Angelicopter. Now let's feel like we have to always refer to you as the Angelicopter
No, you don't.
because of your goddamn Twitter name.
I know, but you don't. The only reason why there's the there is because when I took away Angelicopter 899, Angelicopter was taken. I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do? So
on Twitter, you mean?
Yeah, on Twitter.
Right.
So it underscore Angelicopter was also taken. Like, oh shoot. So yun na lang.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying now that I have to feel like I have to call you as like it just it drives me nuts. But no worries, fair enough. The Angelicopter or Angelicopter on the program tonight. Yep. Your calls 478-7954, Skype the Good Times Podcast, text us 0927-214-1981. Okay, let's get to it. Where are we gonna go? Do you want a cell phone? You want a landline? You want Skype? Pick one, Chopper.
Cell phone, kasi sayang yung tawag.
The sign of the tawag, you know, it's so...
Sinabi ko, sabi ko, sayang yung tawag.
Let's go to Paul, who is 15 years old in Laguna.
Bata.
Hi, Paul. Welcome to the show, line 6. Cell phone.
Hello.
Paul. Hey, Paul. What's up?
Hello, Paul.
Hello.
Paul. Yes, go. Start talking. What's your question?
My girlfriend and I broke up.
Yeah.
Because she wants to be with me always, but I want to be with my brothers. You know.
I don't know.
I speak a little tired. My girlfriend and I broke up because she wants to be with me always, and I can't be with my barkada.
Ah, your girlfriend's too clingy.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Paul.
Like
Okay.
that.
Anything else?
Inang, what's your question?
But are we in the right direction? Position?
I don't know.
I don't know if he's 15, his cell phone sucks, or he's just stupid. Paul.
Position? Or not?
What?
Sabi?
You don't sound natural when you speak like that, Chopper. I do catch you on occasion trying to do gay lingo, and it never fits you well at all. And I don't know why you keep on trying to do it. It's the dance. It's the guy who doesn't know how to dance, but in place just keeps on popping. It's like, dude, you don't do it well. What is this? There's sometimes you're like, Karina, it's warm in here. She's like, Maginette? I'm like, Jesus, it doesn't sound natural to you.
Because it's
You
not.
should really give it up.
It's fun.
I'm just saving
it's
you.
fun to say.
It's like it sounds awful on you.
Okay,
Please,
fine.
Please, it just doesn't
Okay.
work. Thank you, goddamn.
So
I'm hanging
Paul,
up on Paul. I can't understand this.
let's
Paul,
go to-
we're disconnecting with you.
I'm sorry
I've asked
about
you several
choosing
times
cell
to
phone
be
call.
clearer, but I don't think that's cell phone. I think that's intelligence. Lack
Okay,
of.
yeah.
Next. Let's go to line 4 and talk to Christine, who's 21. Hi, Christine. How are you?
Hello.
Hi, baby. What's up?
Hi. So I was gonna ask advice because I always fight my boyfriend sometimes for no reason, and it's gotten to a point where he was patient at first, and then now like he's really losing it already. Like he isn't as patient anymore.
Of course.
But like it still keeps happening, our fights.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't know what's wrong. It's not that I'm getting bored or anything. I don't think there's any specific reason why. And
Which
yeah,
then
we've
would
been
make
together
you
for
just a
3
bitch.
years. Sorry.
That means you're just a bitch then.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. Like I want to change, but then like he's kind of losing it already.
Okay, what do you feel? Well, he will. And you know what? It doesn't come back. That's the thing about being bitchy is like, however nice he was in the past, it's not going to go back because he's already lost respect for you.
Yeah.
Because when you yell at someone or you fight someone and the reasons are stupid and shallow.
Yeah.
Like, for example, if you were my girlfriend and you kept on going, this and this, just whining and this and that, I then start permanently losing respect for you or permanently losing whatever I felt for you because you're now just shitty to me.
Yeah.
And if you're shitty to me, then we have a really big problem. Like, I'd hate you if you were shitty to other people, but if you're shitty to me and I did nothing, then that's something that we just don't go back. Okay, I don't want to say impossible. It's very difficult to go back to its original state. So That being said, what do you
fight
feel?
about?
Yeah, well, no, I don't know what you fight about because it could be a million things. But what do you feel when you want to when you're getting into these bitch moments? What are you irritated by him? Are you irritated by something, or what's going on?
I guess sometimes I just
mind.
get annoyed at him, and yeah, I guess sometimes for no reason. But then, and then things have changed. He loses his patience also easily, even when I'm not on bitch mode, because of what happened in the past.
Of course. That's called lack of respect. Like, he has lost respect for you because you've treated people, including him. So,
but were you
in
like
such an
that to
awful
him
manner.
in the beginning? Because
No. It wasn't always like this, though.
So what happened?
They got together. They became boyfriend-girlfriend is what happened.
Yeah.
And when you become boyfriend-girlfriend, you show them your
Yeah.
true... By the way, guys, there's a call in line one for mine. Yeah, thanks. When you become boyfriend-girlfriend, you become your normal self, and then all of a sudden they see this, and then they'll get turned off by it. And when they're turned off by it, they're stuck there.
How long are you guys together?
3 years.
All right. Well, listen, Christine, you can talk to him and you can apologize because one way, and I know I said it was impossible, Kanina, but let's just say, let's try to say it's highly unlikely it goes back. But if there's a chance, I think this would be your best move is you go up to him and say, hey, listen, not when you're fighting, when you're really calm.
Just out of nowhere.
I don't know. Just, hey, listen, you know what? I just realized how fucking much of a bitch I've been these past few years. And I just want to say sorry. And
all right.
It's not your fault. It's just,
I don't know.
Bitchy tendencies.
But I'm really working on it. Yeah. And that might kind of open the door, especially if he was patient early on. It doesn't mean he's not patient anymore now.
Yeah.
He's still a patient
want to
guy.
give it to you.
It's just you just don't deserve anything at this point. You don't deserve him being happy. You don't deserve him being romantic.
You'll probably observe that
deserve
he's
any of
nice
shit.
to everyone else except you.
Yeah.
Like he'll stretch his patience and effort for his friends or his family, but not for you.
Because he's already lost respect for you. Now, here's my advice for you, though, love, is don't get angry so much.
Okay.
Because it's not whatever you're angry about is not long term. Like, the way I try to look at it is this. If it's not going to affect me in the next year or two, whatever I'm angry about right now, I'm not going to be angry.
Okay.
Like, I refuse to be angry if it's not going to be something that has long-term effects. If you kind of adopt a lifestyle or a mentality that way, it might help you out with what you're going to be angry about.
Okay.
I'm only going to be angry if you literally, like if you are my girlfriend, I will be angry if I know whatever you're fucking bitching about is something that's going to affect us down the line, because then we're just wasting time.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't really affect long-term shit, don't waste time on it, Christine.
Yeah.
Come on. You're fucking 21 or what? How old are you?
Sorry?
You're 21,
How old
right?
are you? 21?
Yes, 21.
Dude, it should be all smiles.
21?
Yeah.
Galing ka na sa mundo.
Fucking all smiles.
I know. Yeah. Okay.
All right, come on, love.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, baby.
You'll be...
And by the way, it's time to break up with your boyfriend anyway. You guys started when you were 18.
No.
Break up and
That's,
start.
that's 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years.
You're gonna end up married at 23 or 24 like I did.
No,
and then
no, I
sex-
won't. I promise.
He's not going to marry,
He's not gonna marry.
He's not gonna marry this girl. Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry
Yeah,
about
okay.
that theory of mine on this one. All right, have a good one.
That's right.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye. No worries. Bye-bye.
He's gonna break up with her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Or maybe he's so patient that he won't because he's not the type of guy. But he's just going to turn into a zombie. Yeah, and then you kind of have to, she's going to have to break up with him. Let's go to...
Is that what guys wait for? They're probably...
No, there are guys. Oh, fuck no, man. There are guys, you lip off onto them, they'll dump your ass right then and there.
Hindi, yung mga zombie mo, ay, hindi ko na lang na siya na magsawa. Break na lang niya ako.
I think there's a few people that would do that. But the thing is, like, you can save it, but if she doesn't want to save it, then that's what it's going to be. It's like, in the end, I really don't think, if this relationship goes to shit, there's no one else to blame but her. And she knows it. She knows it. That's why she's calling. Mm-hmm. She's like, I'm a bitch. I'm fucking mad. I'm negative. I'm this. He's been patient, but he's no longer patient. Now all of us, she's calling when he's no longer patient.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why didn't you didn't think it was alarming when you were fucking doing it?
Yeah.
Why'd you have to wait till he's pissed now?
Well, she said she wasn't like that before, so.
No, she's not like that before the relationship. That's why that's why you asked what changed. I said, well, they became boyfriend, girlfriend. And she said, yes.
That's right.
The moment they got into a relationship, she then started becoming herself.
So, yeah.
And that is where it's dangerous. Let's go to, what do we got here? We got line 5 going on? What do we have on 5? Who's this on 5? Is this Summer, DNA, Angel? What are we looking at?
Summer.
Summer, line 5. You're 24 years old, Batangas. What's up?
So I like this girl. We started out
really?
friends. So yeah. So naging close naman kami. Then meron siya nakalalang guy. So siguro 2-3 months naging sila. And then yung alam mo yung feeling na you really like her pero you can do yung konting bagay lang kasi yun nga, friends lang kayo and she's in a relationship.
All right. Question.
Alam mo yung feeling na gusto mong gumawa ng bagay para sa kanya special but you can only do much kasi ayaw mong maging complicate sa kanya. Parang ganun.
What's the question?
Paano ko ma-detach yung sarili ko from her? I mean,
I'll answer it the way you phrase things. Alam mo yung feeling na may magsusuntok sa mukha mo? Is that how you say it? Manununtok yung tao sa mukha mo or mawawala ka ng ngipin dahil na nasuntok ka or something. That's what's going to happen to you when you get into these when you get into these kind of things where situations where the girl's got a boyfriend. Alam mo yung feeling na
susugurin ka ng
oo, tapos lalabas siya ng knife.
Bubugin ka, ganon.
Yeah, alam mo yung feeling niya? Because if you don't, that's what's going to happen if you continue to do this. You get what I mean? It's like, okay, yes. the girl's got a boyfriend. And the boyfriend, if he finds out, let's just say most Pinoy guys, they get into war freak mode. And war freak mode is not good for your health.
Yeah.
So, if you've never been into a fight, why don't you interview one of your friends and go, ano ba yung feeling after you get, beat up? And they'll tell you, then you go, oh, doesn't sound so fun. Because even if you, okay, for example, let's just say the guy's not as big as you are. Say the girl you like, her boyfriend is me. 5'5". Not really much of a fighter. And then there's you. How tall are you?
5'8".
5'8", okay. Now, see, the thing is, you're not as angry as I am.
Yeah. Yung adrenaline.
So if we fought, and so I find out it's because you're hitting on my girlfriend, I'm angry. You're not. My anger makes me 5'10". Because I'm willing to take more punishment, and I am focused on dishing out more punishment. I will kick your ass. And not only that, I will come with weapons. And you never know when that happens.
And I will come with friends.
You could be standing there watching the double rainbow, and all of a sudden you feel blood dripping down your head. That's because me behind you has just hit you with a baseball bat. Don't fight against rage. It's a very difficult fight, no matter how tall the guy is or whatever. And that's just me. What if this fucker's 6'1"? They will pummel you to the ground because he's angry. Because you're fucking around with his girlfriend.
Why can't you just do something special for some other girl who's single?
Well, because then no love problem would exist if that was the mentality. My thing is this. She has a boyfriend. You have to respect it. The only thing special you can do for her is send her a note and say, hey, listen, Angelica, just say her name's Angelica. I know you have a boyfriend. And I really want to respect that. I don't want to get involved. I don't want to be a reason for you to fight or anything like that. However, if there's any chance that you guys break up, please do keep me in mind because I really like you. I think you're awesome. I really like our chemistry, our connection. I think we could go on a few dates and have a great time. No relationship. No, I want to be your boyfriend or anything. Yeah, but if you use that word, she'll shit on your paper because the stupid people use that word.
That's right.
Like if you know what I mean?
I hate that word.
Like right, Chopper. If a guy goes, oh Chopper, but then ako maging abangers, you will never have a shot at that because you use that stupid word.
I hate you. I'll tell my boyfriend to kill you.
Just for that word alone.
Okay.
You see, it's ridiculous. Yeah.
Pero alam mo yun, it sucks na kung kailan ka magsiseryoso, saka naman wrong timing.
Masyado naman madrama yan. Paano mo malalaman na magsiseryoso ka na?
This happens to everybody. We all like someone who's taken. We've all liked someone who isn't available. We all like someone who just looks at us as a friend. It has happened to everyone throughout their life. Yes, it sucks, but welcome to the real world. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Never use that fucking word again. You fucking retard.
I will.
Change your goddamn
I
name.
know. Is that your real name?
Summer, is that your real name?
No. That's not my real
You
name.
couldn't think of... Okay, well, I'm not surprised that you use both abangers and you found the pussiest name as humanly possible for a guy. Thank you, Summer.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you,
Summer.
Mo.
Yep.
Alam mo yung...
You trying to take us down with you. Alam mo yung feeling na...
Hindi, ikaw lang yan.
Well, that's just
Mag-isa
you.
ka dyan.
So don't put that on me. Should we take a break?
One more.
Let's answer one Ask FM question, and then let's take a break.
You have a good one?
There's always good ones.
Okay.
Let's see. This is off Ask FM or Ask.fm, which Angelicopter very much involved in, as well as I am. It's a lot of fun. How about this?
Mm-hmm.
Chopper, since you're a big boob girl. Hi, Mo. Have big boobs.
Mm-hmm.
Really stresses me. I'm petite. Ding. And everybody notices them.
Sound effects.
I'm so conscious whenever I wear tank tops, sandals, or sleeveless. My boyfriend would always scold me if I wear a tank top, sandal, or sleeveless. He makes me think I'm a bitch tuloy. So I'm stuck with wearing shirts. T-shirts. What do I do?
Wear the right size of sandal, tank top, and sleeveless.
Is there a right size when
Yes.
your fucking D cup is in? I mean,
No,
it's still
yeah.
cleavage all the time. Like, look at you. Fucking your tits are hanging out like crazy.
Tinanggal
Like
ko yung
exploding.
jacket kong init eh.
I know, but is that
You're
the right size of tank top? Because ikaw, nakasando ka ngayon. That's what Chopper is wearing right now, a sando.
No, because maluwag
And-
sa likod eh.
okay.
Oh. It's not the right size. This is not the right size for
Well,
this cup
we're
size.
on the radio, so they're not gonna know. But so that's not the right size.
So the girl is probably, because she's petite, she's trying to fit into a small when her boobs should fit into a medium. Or she's trying to fit into an extra small where her boobs should fit in a medium or a
So
small.
she can wear tank top, sandals,
Yes.
and sleeveless without looking, quote unquote, as her boyfriend has said, bitchy,
Yes.
slutty, whatever.
Yes.
And get away with
Yes. Yes.
it. See, here's the irony behind this. Your boyfriend is scolding you that you're wearing sleeveless, tank top, and all that. But if you ever told your boyfriend that you were going to get him reduced, he'd scold you because he wouldn't want you to have
He
smaller
wants it
boobs.
all to himself.
Right.
And he's a guy. He can notice other guys' look. You know, kung kaming girls, we notice if you look at our boobs or ass or legs or whatever. What more kung if it's the boyfriend, he notices them.
But the thing is, like, if you've got big boobs, you know the rest of the world is watching you.
Yeah.
It's like having kind of anything big. If I have a big watch, people are going to look at my watch.
That's right.
If I have big anything.
Mm-hmm.
If I have a big tigyawat on my fucking forehead, I know I can see people's eyes look at me.
Exactly.
It's part of the way it is. People notice these things.
Yes.
Now, boobs are going to be noticed more than others because they're heralded. They're awesome.
How old is the girl?
It doesn't
Yes,
matter.
yeah,
Well, my thing is, like, and she's got a boyfriend, so let's just peg her at like 21.
If you're a petite girl and you have big boobs, there's also part of you that likes being noticed because of your boobs. Trust me, because she
she's
doesn't
stressed.
mind. She's stressed because of her boyfriend, but she doesn't say she's stressed that people are looking at me because of my boobs or whatever. She's stressed that her boyfriend is stressed about it.
Sure, but my thing is like, okay, I just feel like if I was boyfriend, like walking around dressed as like mocha is one thing.
Yeah.
Don't, she's a friend.
No, I mean walking around dressed in public like mocha.
She likes you a lot. Walking around dressed like mocha or walking around wearing a sando, two different things if you're the boyfriend. Like, I think the problem here really is the boyfriend. I mean, I really don't think wearing a sando, a tank top is a problem at all. And if I had a girlfriend with big boobs, I'm trying to think, have I had a girlfriend with? Not really. If I've ever had a girlfriend with big boobs, I would want her to kind of at least slightly flaunt them.
Yeah,
Because,
slightly.
I mean, I want her to feel good about herself.
Wear the right size a top. Just because you have big boobs doesn't mean kailangan halos naka-nipple tape ka na lang when you're walking outside, right? We have there are a lot of celebrities, local and international, that have big boobs but look sexy with just a sandal.
No, Chopper. Flawed, extremely. They're celebrities, of course.
Okay, fine.
It's different. People are looking at them for a million other things. And number one is not their boobs. Number one is because they're celebrity. I think with this girl is like
no,
this.
when they're wearing simple tops, nga lang, their boobs or their body still
right,
looks
but
nice.
she's not a celebrity. She's not going to be able to relate. My thing is this, dude. The boyfriend needs to be kind of taught a lesson here. Hey, sando, what? So it's okay if I wore a sando if I was an A cup, but it's not because I'm a C cup or a D cup? That's stupid. I picked the right size. I'm comfortable with it. I'm not walking around in a two-piece. It's not a wet t-shirt. Wala akong bra para tapos kita nipples ko. I'm wearing whatever everyone else is wearing. And you would be mad.
That's right.
In fact, you like me. A part of you is attracted to me because of my boob size.
Yeah.
You would be angry at me if I had them reduced. Yet you're angry at me if I wear a shirt that everyone else can wear.
That's right.
Fuck that guy.
I used to say that to my ex. It's like when I'm going out with whatever it is that I'm wearing, and then he goes, "Don't you think that's a little too much?" I'm like, wow, because boyfriend na kita, hindi na pwede. I'm like, this is how I dressed up before we were together, so you're gonna have to deal with it.
You like me for this reason.
Yeah.
Right.
You're gonna have to deal with it. So
I have a question about this whole related to boobs, but not this question is, you know how did you see Ellen Adarna on Instagram these past couple days?
Yes.
Holy sweet baby.
Because I've been getting so much
Mother
questions
Mary.
about it.
Yeah. What's the deal with I'll show you my entire boob, but I'll cover my nipple, and the nipple is the only thing that makes it bawal. It's just the nipple. I feel like, because the nipple's not even that big of a deal. As much as so many of you are making a big deal of pink nipples and nice nipples, it really is the boob that's the business end of it all. The whole entire boob. That's the best part.
I mean,
It's not
because
the
guys
nipple.
don't go out just touching the nipples. You
Right.
guys
So
grab
it's
the
weird
whole
that
thing.
the only thing that if they can, and this has nothing to do with Ellen. I'm talking about the rules, the rules of people. That if I just show you every piece of my boob, you can but
There's a hair strand covering my nipple.
Yeah, if just long just a little bit covering of the nipple, hindi na obscene. If I'm a guy, I can walk around, my nipples are showing
well, hindi na
prominently.
obscene kanino.
It's not obscene to anybody. You can put it on a magazine. You can put it's not even topless. It's not called topless unless I see nipple. Why is nipple the business end?
Well, personally to me, obscene pa rin. But I get it.
That's hypocrisy on your part then.
Why?
Because you've done shoots like that. I mean,
I didn't say I didn't say na I didn't do.
You're currently holding both of your boobs. You currently have your hands on each of them. Kiko, she's holding her tits right now.
Sayang, wala sa Skype. No, I don't know. But to me, someone asked me this question on ask.fm as well. And I said, I guess if there are no nipples, they'll be like your butt, but on your chest, they're just fat. I don't know. I don't know the answer to it. I don't know why guys are turned on with nipples.
No. That has nothing to do with the turn on factor.
It's a standard, you mean?
Yeah, I'm talking about the rules of what is bold and what is just a sexy photo shoot. It becomes bold when I see nipples. Aside from that, it's just a sexy photo shoot, which you've done.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's the way it's done as well. It's just
No, it's not. What do you mean? If I'm lying in bed with nice, classy hotel with all of us, but you could see my nipples, it's still okay because it was done in.
See the nipples? No. Oh no,
I'm talking about the nipples, lang.
That's where you breastfeed. I don't know. The nerves are in the nipples. The nerves are in the nipples, and that's what would enhance or stimulate sex or hormones or whatever that it stimulates. Yeah. Maybe that's it.
Fair enough.
That's what's so special about it.
Friday night on the podcast. Still got a lot of calls to take, so let's get to them. We will take a commercial break. When we come back, call us, 478-7954. Skype the Good Times Podcast. You can text us, 0927-214-1981. Good Times with Mother Podcast, Season 2, brought to you by Globe. See you guys in just a few minutes. Don't go away.
Stay tuned. We'll return after this commercial break.
Stars, we're always on the move. It's really important for us to get better and stronger for every competition that we get into. For all the different lifestyles that we have, Some of us are graphic artists, filmmakers. We still find ways to get together. We put a lot of effort in practicing and rehearsing. Minsan may mga biglaang shows or auditions, so it's really important for us to get connected. I use my Globe group messaging to get a hold of everybody else. Malayo na rin ang narating namin, marami na rin kaming napuntahan. So it's really important to get connected.
Take a little sunshine, drop a little rainbow, mix in a smile, and stay for a while. Sabrina's kitchen, what you waiting for? Sabrina's kitchen, always room for one more. Sabrina's kitchen, cooking up a storm. Sabrina's kitchen, always something new. Sabrina's kitchen, tables waiting for you.
I was dared through Boss Man to eat a spoonful of not sugar but cinnamon. So you guys, I don't cower down to a challenge. I take them wholeheartedly and with spoonfuls. And I'm going to take a spoonful of cinnamon.
I saw this on 1,000 Ways to Die and the guy died. It was so sad.
Okay, now say chubby bunny.
I like the color of your lip. Are you here? Oh my god! She's gonna blow! You look like the Wicked Witch. So, how was your experience?
I need a raise.
What you've been missing on The Factory.
Now we're gonna show you guys the new beta that just came out yesterday. Is God of War Ascension, the private beta
for PlayStation Plus.
PlayStation Plus.
Let's watch it, right? It's nice. Enrique playing already.
Yes.
Yep. There you go. And perfect timing. Perfect timing. But before that, I was kicking ass. So go with the theme of the show, how not to play.
It's Robot Rice and Friends with Alfonso Martinez, Mickey Han, and Nigel Zalameo. Fridays, 6 to 7 p.m. Only here on The Factory.
Friend says she hates me.
It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast. Call the show tonight and get your love problem answered.
Follow us on Twitter at GTWM Podcast.
And visit www.motwister.com.
Listen, I have a new podcast coming out shortly. Chopper, I've told you about it.
Yes.
Sounds exciting.
Very exciting.
About it. It's called The Resource Podcast. It has nothing to do with sex, and I even doubt it's going to be very funny, but it's meant to inform people. It's an informative podcast.
Informative and educational?
Yeah, I mean, but not boring. I mean, I'm gonna
useful,
try
informative.
Yes. I will take questions off of Twitter, off of Ask FM, even my own personal, excuse me, my own personal questions. And we're going to look for resource people like experts, people who have had vast experience in a field. And we'll talk about your questions and ask experts about it.
Like if I needed advice on bags?
Yeah. I'll contact some bag expert, whether it be one of the major manufacturers. Maybe I'll take a representative from Hermes, or maybe I'll do someone who, there's a lot of bag blogs, like
Purse blog,
right, bag hag, stuff like that,
or travel.
We can connect you with an expert in that industry.
Gotcha.
So you don't have to always just ask your friends who kind of know something about it, or even me, like, hey Mo, what am I going to do about this and that? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, people ask me a lot about video games. PS4 coming out in a few months. Well, I can give you my opinion, but why don't we get you an expert opinion?
That's right.
Why not contact someone from IGN, for example, and have them talk about it?
That's
and
right.
I mean, I'll throw in my opinion. We'll all have the conversation together. But there's nothing like having an expert.
Yeah.
On the show.
No, that's great.
Yeah. So you have a question, Whether it be about sports, art, gadgets, tech,
anything.
We'll
find
you
a-
throw it out, and
you'll
I'll
find a
you
resource
a
person.
legitimate expert resource person for your question.
Got
So
it.
you can get it from the pros.
Yes.
If I'm-
And all the love and sex stuff is here. In Good Times with
all
Mo.
the smut, anal sex, ano feeling kaya, alam mo yung feeling kapag all of that, here.
I know what you're doing.
But,
Yung listenership mo, sineseparate mo na.
yeah. All of my
Smart.
dumb listeners here, all my smart listeners over there.
How often is this show going to be?
I don't know. I'm flirting with the idea of 3 times a week.
Sige,
Flirting.
mga
And it's a short show, maybe
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Because the smart ones don't have enough time to.
There are too many things.
Too
things,
busy.
They have these things that smart people have called responsibilities.
And jobs.
Let's go to line 5 and talk to, who do we have here? This is Dane. Hi, Dane. Line 5. What's up?
Yes, hi.
Hi, love. How are you? You are 19 years old.
Wow.
Yes.
Go.
Hello.
Yes. Your question.
Yes. I'm 19 years old and I already have a daughter. Although I'm still together with my boyfriend who is the daddy of my daughter. I'm thinking if I should break up with him because he's kind of verbally and physically abusive to me. But I really don't like to break up with him because I've already I came from a broken family and I don't want my daughter to experience that. So what do you think should I do in this type of situation?
Well, I think with 100% certainty, like I do not doubt my opinion here, and I'm pretty sure Chopper's going to jump on here with me, is that you break up with your boyfriend tomorrow.
Yes.
Now, you have to, this is going to be cliche. Broken family doesn't necessarily mean that you guys are separated. It could be a broken family and you guys are together when he beats the shit out of you in front of your
That's right.
daughter or son. Do you have a daughter or a son?
I have a daughter.
Fantastic. Even worse. You see, the reason why you brought him into your life is because he's an asshole. And I say that because you come, maybe when you, the family that you came from, maybe you learned a few lessons, like you said, a broken family kind of thing, and maybe you brought this fuckbag into your life because
that's what you used to.
Maybe that's what you're used to. I mean, I don't want to accuse your dad of being a fuckbag, but was your dad an asshole?
I really don't know because I haven't been with him for a long time and up until I was like in my college already.
Okay. Well, the thing is, you can definitely break up with him, and we're not going to consider it a broken home.
Yes.
It's broken right now.
You're breaking up with him for a better future for you and your daughter. You know?
And at 19, that's a lot to have on your plate, love. I mean,
No, because I'm thinking that maybe he might be mature enough sooner or later.
Nope.
No. The more you let them abuse you, or the longer you let them abuse you, the abuse is just going to get worse and worse, and the frequency is going to increase. Trust me. If you're waiting for them to change, girl, I waited. I waited so long, it just got worse.
Alam mo, girl.
Ay, nako.
Yan naman, girl. Alam mo,
I
girl.
didn't say it that way. Shut
Alam
up.
mo,
I said it sincerely, like girl, like
Alam
referring.
mo, girl, sobrang kalurks. Like, girl. As in like,
shut up.
Hinahampas pa ako ng telephone girl. Alam mo, cellphone girl.
It started with grabbing your hand and then you're getting bruises
iPhone
everywhere.
5S pa. Ang,
To a chokehold from the back and would be crying on the
ko
floor.
sa kanya, girl,
So don't.
So, why did you hit me? Sabi, girl, can you believe my boyfriend said, oh my God, I didn't hit you, Siri hit you, girl.
Mo, this is serious.
Then fucking speak serious. What is the way? It's not natural for you.
Alam mo,
Listen, I'm going to tell you something right here. I'll be honest with
Tama
you.
na.
No, I got to critique you.
No,
because you have to hear it. If not,
I don't want to hear it.
You got to relax with the
I
slang.
don't want to.
It doesn't fit you well.
I don't want to
It
go.
doesn't fit you well.
Okay, I didn't.
You're a mother
I didn't-
already.
I didn't.
You
I
don't
wasn't
like
trying
these
to.
questions. You're a mom. You're a
I
mom of
know.
4-year-old.
Kanina, when I
Yeah,
said,
whatever
what's the one I said earlier?
Sabi? Puta
Yeah,
ina.
that one.
Good
I was
God.
trying.
Good
Okay,
God.
the girl. It just really.
Regina.
It was really.
Please, it doesn't fit you. You fucking. It's not. It's like the guy, the Jejimon sound trying to sound yes yo. It's like, dude, please
Like,
stop it. It just doesn't fit.
Yes, sige, go.
Okay. Girl.
Tigilan mo yan, Mohan.
Makinig ka sa akin, girl. You have to break up with this guy. Have to. He's just gonna, again, like with our other caller, when you put your child in an environment like this, they're gonna grow up mimicking that environment. So you don't want your child to grow up in a broken home. Okay, then have your child grow up in an abusive home. Guess what? She's gonna bring home an abusive boyfriend when she's 15 or 16. And then the circle of life continues.
You gotta break the chain. No. Cycle.
Yeah.
Break the cycle.
But then,
okay.
I'll let you do the chain. And love, you're 19. I mean, to be honest, it's a lot on your plate already to be a mother. And to be a mother that's getting her ass kicked at 19 is so much to
You're going to go crazy.
Yeah. And here's another thing. You guys are going to break up anyway. He's going to leave you anyway.
He's going to cheat on you, or he's going to find another girl to abuse or whatever.
You.
Yeah.
It's not even finding another girl to be. You guys are going to break up. I guarantee it. Guaranteed it.
So you're too young.
Too young. Too young to be in a relationship of this kind.
So
you're too young to be in a relationship that's great. What more a relationship like this?
Mm-hmm.
If you called the show and you said, "Hi Mo, I'm 19. Me and my boyfriend have the best relationship ever, and
we want to get married."
He's awesome. I'm gonna nope. You're gonna break up. But why? We don't have no problems. It doesn't matter. They're
too young.
Too young. You cannot start a family at this age. Cannot be done. And plus, he's the one that's beating the shit out of you. No way this one will be successful. Guaranteed. Okay. All right? Break up with him. And break up with him first before he breaks up with you, because I want to lessen his douchebag capabilities at this young age. How old is he?
His ego.
24.
Yeah. He's going to break up with you eventually. I promise you. Okay?
Break up with him, okay? Tomorrow.
Right.
And then call the show again on Friday.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye, Dane. How do you know that, Mo? How do you know that I can't marry my first love? You don't know us.
You know, every time you say the word douchebag now, it reminds me of that Cosmo video that you tweeted.
We talked about that yesterday.
Oh, God.
It's awful. Emma, line 1, 24.
Emma's a nice name.
Hi, Emma.
Hi.
You gotta see her last name.
Hi.
Hi, Emma. How can we help you?
I have a question. Kasi I'm married for 3 years.
Hold on one second. Time out. That's the problem with me. Hold on, Emma. 1 second. That's the problem with me, Chopper. It doesn't matter. One day when I have kids and stuff like that, no matter what I name them, it's gonna be bad because I have a rough last name.
Kumatay.
You right? Like, oh Mo, you're having a daughter. Yes. What are you naming her? Clementine. Oh, wow, ang ganda naman ng Clementine. Tangina, that's such a beautiful name. Ano apelido mo, Mo? Gumatay. Ay, ano nangyari kay Clementine?
Clementine.
It doesn't matter what I put in front of my last name. I could put the greatest name.
Then just put
Emma.
a weird name.
Clementine. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping to do one day.
Yeah.
Right?
Like,
what's your daughter's name? Piper. Wow, Piper. Airplane. Love it. Well, so, ano yung last name? Something really cool, right? Piper, something, Gumatay. Ay?
Piper Twister.
Okay. So Emma is a good name, but you can't put it on my last name. And if you see her last name, sort of, whoa.
What's her last name?
I can't say that on. I'll tell you.
Okay.
She might not be comfortable with that.
Let's go, Emma.
Okay, Emma, 24. Sorry, start again. What's up?
I have a question.
Yeah.
About some married men. Why some of them can't afford to lose their vicious, like drinking with their barcadas and sometimes sugal, stuff like that.
Why do guys do that? Like, what's our? Are you asking like what joy do we get out of it?
Why can't they give it up? You mean?
You're asking why do guys find joy in having vices like gambling and drinking?
Yeah, kasi yung husband ko kasi gano'n.
Gambler, drinker. That's a very good question. I don't know how to answer that. Maybe it's the amount of our genetic makeup, our physiological makeup that we are because we have high levels of testosterone. We tend to be very aggressive. We're aggressive species or aggressive gender, whatever. A male human is an aggressive. I don't know.
Is it
animal.
like an outlet for your machismo expression? Parang ganun?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Like, I don't think I have a lot of testosterone. I mean, I'm not. I I have a high voice. I mean, I'm kind of like soft and stuff like that. So you don't find it consistent with my behavior. I don't drink, don't gamble. I don't fight. I don't get into fights. I mean, I'll fight people like say online and stuff like that because I'm just using my brain there, but I'm not a brawny fighter guy. So I think when you take your average guy with that level of testosterone, they need outlets to let go of that aggression. And it kind of leans towards drinking and vices.
Or, there are other guys, those guys that play basketball 3 times a week, with friends.
No, exactly. You have to look for an outlet. And if your husband is not like taking it out on positive things like the gym or sports or this, he's going to take it out on something. And that just happens to be his vice, which is drinking and gambling. Now, he could also have a genetic link to it if he comes from a family of drinkers and gamblers. That's an addiction gene, and that's very much real. And if you come from a generation of that kind of behavior, that's what's going to happen to you.
And look at your family gatherings or reunions.
All drinkers.
If they're all drinking in one table, and
that's how it is in their family. That's how it's going to be with them. Yeah. Now, I know we've been saying that a lot today on the show, but you have to know it's true, everyone. The way you grow up has so much of it is linked on what you're like now.
Yeah, and they actually, one of the requirements when you get married, at least as far as I know in the Philippines, is to take that seminar, right? And part of it is the genealogy, to understand your spouse or your future spouse based on their family behavior or their history, like how was his mom, how was his dad. But the uncles and cousins, you trace it because that's how they're going to be. You don't see it now, but that's how they're going to be.
So if your question is why do guys do that, I really do believe it's just a little mix of everything. Maybe again the aggression, the natural aggression, the outlet for that. Plus, if he comes from a family of drinkers, there's that as well.
Is there a way
his friends, his choice of friends, and those that are going to influence him and peer pressure that plays a role. I mean,
perhaps the better question is how can she help her husband channel it into more positive
No, but if there's an occasion, I understand it's okay. Pero kasi sometimes, yung mga ayaan lang ng barkada.
Syempre, that's his outlet.
That's his thing, man.
There has nothing, it doesn't have to be a special occasion for him to release his hormones or testosterone or machismo or whatever. So, and I know you understand, sige, pero kung araw-araw or madalas, it's annoying because he doesn't have any other outlet or he chooses this outlet alone. He doesn't go to the gym, he doesn't play golf, he doesn't play basketball or whatever it is that guys do.
Kasi parang it's so unfair for me. Parang ako sa bahay and then imbes na
it is.
If he have a free time, tulungan na lang niya ako sa pag-aalaga, ganon.
That's not how they're made up though. Ganon. No, because then all of a sudden you're doing what, again, not all females. We're not talking about all males. We're just saying generally, but you're acting like a general female, which is housework,
traditional,
this and that, and he can say the same thing. Why do you like that? Why do you do that? It's kind of just the way we're, I don't know, bred and influenced to behave a certain way, and I don't agree with it. Listen, I don't agree with. He didn't mean you don't have no choice. You can talk to him. I mean, you're still really, really young. You can tell him, hey, listen, I don't want this for my life. I mean,
I want us to be partners.
Yeah, I don't want this for my life. Like, I don't want to stay home while you gamble and you drink. And if you can't deal with it, then I don't see any reason why we should stay together. You don't have to live with it. You're 24 years old. You can break up and still recover in a week. You're so young. Don't ever think that this is it for you. Like this is what your future is.
It doesn't have to be.
I am married.
It doesn't matter. Chopper was married.
I'm still technically married.
She's still technically married.
Annulment is taking so long, but I'm not going to live with it.
At 27 or whatever you were, Chopper at the time, you decided, nah, this is it. I'm not going to get beat up anymore. This is it. And now what? Do you feel like you're still attached to your husband?
No. But the first thing that my friends asked me, like, did you cry that night? No, I actually didn't because I think I've had enough.
And she's recovered. She's new career, new world, new country. I mean, whatever. I mean, and she was 4 years older than you are today.
Mm-hmm. when I left him.
Kasi parang...
Don't...
And I have a son. Do you have children? Yeah, you do, right?
Yeah, I have a daughter and I'm pregnant for 4 months now. So, for now, parang I'm helpless kasi I can't do anything. You know,
I suggest talk to him. I just say, listen, this is not what I want. This is not what I wanted. This is not the setup for me. You know, my life is not to be an assistant to your life.
Talk to him when wala siyang nainom, ha? Okay. Pag hindi nakainom.
Emma, my thing is like when you were younger and when you were watching all of these romantic movies and all of this shit, is this what you envisioned for yourself? Like, I want to be, you know, when I grow up, I want to be 24 at home, pregnant, kid, with my husband drinking, womanizing, and gambling. That's what I want for myself.
Gosh.
No, you go after what you've always wanted for yourself. And if it means, separating from your husband, 2 kids, so be it. That's fine with me. You have my blessing.
Kasi before, nag-usap na kami and then parang, okay, nagbago siya. Kasi parang sa ngayon ayos siya, pero parang pumabalik din after a while.
Yeah, then remind him.
Then remind him.
Remind him. Hey,
yeah,
listen,
he's capable.
We talked about this already.
Sometimes kasi nakakapagod. Parang paulit-ulit lang.
Well, you're dealing with a guy whose behavior has always been like that. It's not like nagbago naman siya, diba? Ganyan na siya since before. So, remind him if you still really want this. But if you don't want this anymore, it's also okay. It might even be better.
Yung feeling ko, parang anak ko lang din siya. Ang hirap.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes, that's right.
That's what it's going to be, though. Listen, Emma, 24 years old.
So young.
You were born in the 80s. I mean, Jesus. It's like, or it wasn't even 90s. What do you...
Baka 90s.
No, yeah, but you might even put born in fucking 1990. No, possible. Nevertheless.
No.
You get what I mean? It's just... You can recover if you decide to leave this guy.
It doesn't look like it's going to be okay now, but you will be.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Move on.
You don't have to break up with him, but you can definitely tell him that you will if he continues to behave this way. And then you can go through with it. Give him chances. Tell him, hey, nakakapagod na. I'm tired of reminding you, but you have to do it. If you don't fix it, I will leave. I don't care if I leave when I'm 9 months pregnant. I will leave you alone here the day I'm giving birth. I don't care.
Yeah.
You have to change this. You remember, the key here is you have to remind them this is not what you wanted for your life. Not what you wanted for the marriage. Not what you wanted for the family. Not what you wanted for him. This is not what I, Emma, wanted for my life. So I am going to tell you, you better stop or else I'm gone. Because this is not what I planned for me. Be selfish. Please.
Then, ito pa pala, pag sinasabi niya, parang bigayan lang daw. Ano kailangan kong isagot po?
Well, what are you giving me that I've
bigayan
requested?
lang daw. Parang, para pag gusto niya, gano'n daw. Tapos pag hindi ko siya pinagbigyan, parang, he always tell me na, parang sorry ko din.
Ako naman ang pagbigyan
but everything in moderation. You said it earlier. I understand. If you want to drink, when it's reunions, gatherings, even like, once a month, twice a month, you know.
Actually, sometimes weekly.
I know.
Weekly.
Yeah. You know, listen, I will let you have what you want, but you have to do what I want, and so you have to meet halfway. Let him drink every now and then. Let him go. But if it's going to be gambling, drinking, you know, every week getting drunk on weekends, on your day off, now finally you get to spend some time with him, but he's drunk and gambling with fucking chicken or whatever the fuck. I mean, it's stupid. I mean, come on. What is he gambling? What's his gamble thing? Cards?
Yung usual na tong it's.
Yeah, Jesus. Come on.
Oh my God.
What are you, an adult?
Pathetic.
All right. Tell him. Good luck, Emma. Thanks for the call. Gotta tell him.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You gotta be selfish, love. I'm telling you.
Want to be.
One more. I know this is a long gap here. Guys, how many commercial breaks do we still have?
2.
Ew. Take a break. Got a lot of calls, though. Still. Fuck. I want to get to them before we say goodnight tonight. When we come back, last chance for your calls. We'll try to squeeze in as many as we can. There are about probably 6 or 7 that are trying to get on, and then we probably have time for only 2 or 3 more. So we'll try to work it out. It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast. Season 2 brought to you by Globe. On the show tonight is the Angelicopter. You can follow her on Twitter at the Angelicopter. Taking a break. Back after this. Don't go away.
Stay tuned. We'll return after this commercial break.
With All Stars, we're always on the move. It's really important for us to get better and stronger for every competition that we get into. For all the different lifestyles that we have, some of us are graphic artists, filmmakers. We still find ways to get together. We put a lot of effort in practicing and rehearsing. Minsan may mga biglaang shows or auditions, so it's really important for us to get connected. I use my Globe group messaging to get a hold of everybody else. Malayo na rin ang narating namin, marami na rin kaming napuntahan. So it's really important to get connected.
What show?
That show! It's a show! You know, that show!
It's that show, pare.
Oh, that show! Oh. Yeah, that show's cool. We talk about...
Oh, what does this look like?
Vagina? And...
Like a double blowjob!
Vagina?
Who is the asshole that decided to shave this shit off the entire planet?
Sometimes we like to talk about...
It's like when you guys like high-fiving on a girl and then you're doing her in the butt and you're doing her in the mouth. High five, bro.
Vagina? Vaginas?
And you're jacking off really intensely, like massaging your balls and shit.
I'm not talking about a Chewbacca, man. I'm just talking about a nice little, you know.
Vaginas?
And don't miss that spot, like the cowper's gland. It's like in between your balls and your asshole. But not me, because I'm a guy.
Yeah, that's a cool show. You should watch it. I think we're on Tuesday.
Friend says she hates me.
It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast. Call the show tonight and get your love problem answered.
Follow us on Twitter at GTWM Podcast.
And visit www.motwister.com.
Back on the podcast here, Friday nights. Good Times with Mo, the podcast, Season 2, brought to you by Globe. Speaking of Globe, quick plug for them. I have to say something here about it. Ooh, yeah, I want to plug the Globe store on the go. I know I do it every night, but it is really, really cool. Imagine wherever you find yourself out of town, you don't need to take a long trip back to any of the major cities because Globe goes to you. So check out the Globe on the store. It's a fully functioning mobile store that is deployed in far-flung areas where customers need Globe services. Globe store, it's Globe on the go. All right. Chopper is here tonight. Hey, Chopper.
Hi.
How you doing?
It's Friday the 13th.
Very dramatic episode tonight, right?
Yeah, I know.
Usually when Chopper's here, we get the crazies coming out, but tonight's been kind of like, you know.
Depressing. You know, the crazies are out because it's Friday the 13th and it's payday.
Yeah, but I'm saying on other Fridays you're here and they're nuts and, you know.
Hindi payday. Okay, gumimik sila.
Yeah, well, finding the connection here.
Whatever.
To do it, yeah.
Anyway.
You ready for some calls? Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's go to, who do you want? You want 17-year-old from Baguio who kissed a girl who had a boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. Or?
The girl told the boyfriend. And now they're in a little bit of a friendship problem. Or do you wants to bang her friend's boyfriend?
Bang friend's boyfriend.
Tina, 30 years old. Taguig, line 5. Boyfriend stealer. Hi.
Actually, it's not. It's actually an advice for a friend. That's why I'm calling.
Oh, who wants to bang someone else's boyfriend? Okay, can you speak louder though, just because you sound miserable? Please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. What's up, love?
So the thing is, my friend has a last relationship abroad. Then she visited us here last July, and then she met up with her her first boyfriend, and they rang out.
Okay.
And her siblings really like this guy because he's like the husband material guy.
Sure.
However, when she come back to the country where she's in right now, and they had a long distance relationship. One is in Hong Kong, the other one's in Jeddah. So that would be the guy. For that guy, even though he's the husband material, he doesn't feel her a lot. And then where she is right now, they were the less relationship that she has.
Are you saying lesbian? Is that what it is?
I think so.
Is les code? Okay, sorry, I didn't understand that. Okay, all right. I'm getting lost here.
So as a friend, she spoke to us a lot, and then asked us for advice. I think we.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Things like just asking it, what would be the best advice?
Jesus Christ, these girls are lesbians. Are you lesbian?
Hello?
Put on hold on.
Yes.
What the fuck was she talking about, Chopper? I was looking up sports. I was
Someone is in Jeddah and someone is in... I don't know. How are you even going to sleep with someone who's in a long-distance relationship?
They're leses, and they're in the country together or some shit. You didn't listen to any of that?
No.
Fuck. Chopper, that's what co-hosts are for. It's when I'm reading something else that has nothing to do with these people's problems.
I
You're
always
listening.
do, but this one really, really exag. Hindi ko na kinaya.
All right, but see, the problem is we already took the call. It's like the person who doorbelled in your house and they saw you move inside na.
Hindi mo na pwede yung...
Tao po, tingnan nga. Ay, nandyan po. Nandyan po kayo. Sige, then you're on the other side. Fuck. They already doorbelled.
We got a lot of lesbian calls today, though. What's up with them?
All right, put her back on. Tina.
Game. Totoo.
Tina? I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Ang haba.
Okay, let's go with girl likes boy. Because it started. I have a friend in Jeddah. But I'm calling from Kuwait, and this is her problem. And she has this guy in Syria that I have no idea what you're talking about.
I had to check where I was exactly located.
So what's going on here? You have a friend that
I have a girlfriend.
You have a girlfriend. Lesbian.
You're lesbian.
She's in a. You have okay. Continue.
She has a relationship with a les and a boy, a guy.
And you're in a relationship with this girl. No.
She's just your friend.
She's just a regular friend.
No. Yes. But I have a relationship with another girl.
Okay.
Oh fuck. All right. Here we go. So you have a friend that has a boyfriend and a lesbian girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay. Continue.
Yes. However, she has as well a relationship with a guy.
I don't know. She has a spell?
No, a relationship.
Okay, she's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your friend has a boyfriend and a girlfriend.
Okay.
So bye. She's a cheater.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
So, but she just really liked the girl, the lesbian. However, the thing is, her siblings, because they don't have any parents anymore. So her siblings really want the guy. So it's
what
kind
should
of
she do?
torn up.
She should do what makes her happy. So see, family doesn't want her to be a lesbian. Family wants her to go with the guy.
Lower it.
Lower her volume.
Yes. Okay, we're done with her. We'll just give you some quick advice here, and then we're out of here. Next one. So her friends, family wants the guy. She wants a lesbian. I'm assuming because they don't know that she's a lesbian.
Mm-hmm. Or they do, but they wish for her to be straight.
Yeah, Chopper's right. You just have to do what what makes you happy. Chopper, you ever dated somebody that your family hated?
Hated? No, not hate. They may have disapproved of it, but
Would you still date the person if
Yeah.
your family did? Right.
I mean, because I would date him because I'm happy.
Sure. And that's the answer. Whatever makes you happy. Thanks for the call. Let's go to, how about line 6 and talk to Isabelle. Hi, Isabelle, 17 years old.
Please, Isabelle, be
in
good.
Baguio. Hi, what's up, baby?
Hi, I'm Isabella, and I have this friend of mine. We were dorm mates, actually.
Okay.
And we were just having fun that night, and we decided to kiss. And that happened. Then after a few weeks, she felt guilty about it, and yes, she has a boyfriend, and she told everything to him.
Mm-hmm.
Then suddenly, she started to get rid of me, and actually she moved to another dorm.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
And she didn't tell me what his boyfriend told her.
Do you have to know? Don't you think he would know she's pissed off?
I don't think so, but she didn't explain anything. But
Why does she have to explain?
To you?
Like, what gives you the right to know about it? You guys cheated on the boyfriend.
Mhm.
You kissed a girl. She had a boyfriend. She feels guilty about it. She doesn't want to do it again, so she's distancing herself from you. That's the right thing for her to do.
Yes.
yeah, that's why I understand. And I'm kind of confused if we could still
What are
be
you
friends.
What are you confused
someday.
about?
I'm sorry, what?
If we could still be friends, because it was a mutual decision between us. We both agreed to do it.
I know, but it was a mistake, and you cannot be friends anymore because she doesn't want to hurt her boyfriend. She made a mistake, and
Yeah.
she wants to prove to her boyfriend
That she can be
she's
trusted.
sorry and that she can be trusted. So you're out of the picture.
Listen, maybe because you're 17, you're not going to absorb this yet, whatever's happening to you. But this is what you call being responsible for your actions.
Yes.
You guys did something wrong. You got involved, even if it was momentarily. You got involved with something that that shouldn't have been happening because she has a boyfriend. Now you're paying for it. It's called the consequences, and you don't deserve an explanation. You're not supposed to be entitled to anything. You guys fucked up, and now you're paying for it.
Mm-hmm.
Lesson learned. That's why people don't do crimes, because you're going to pay for it. How? You go to jail. And then when you're there in jail, I deserve an explanation. No, you don't. You're
No.
in jail. You
Yeah.
committed a crime. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's
No,
the way
the
it is.
boyfriend deserves an explanation, not you. You know?
Yeah.
He deserves a revenge.
Yes, thank you for your advice.
Yeah.
You'll learn it as you get older. I mean, you're 17.
You'll
stuff like
yeah,
that.
you'll look back in your 20s or your 30s. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Ang
that's
gago ko nun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now it doesn't make
Meantime-
sense, but
Meantime, it's a lesson learned.
yeah. Go look for dorm mates there that are single. I'm sure madami dyan. Katukin mo yung next door.
Alam mo naman yung feeling, di ba? Kapag... All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Go.
Thank you.
A lot of cheating. A lot of cheating tonight. no?
Cheating and lesbians. Oh my gosh, look at that girl kiss a girl in Kuwait and Jeddah.
Let's go to a Ask FM question, and then I say
We
let's
need
pack
to
it up
take
tonight.
one more call. That's better than that. Come on.
There's John of Antipolo who says, should he choose his present girlfriend or the ex he still loves and thinks about?
Yeah, puss.
Is it wrong to have online sex with guys?
We can take that.
Okay. Of course, it's what we're going to say. Lesbian this, lesbian that. More lesbian.
Dami namang lesbian ngayon.
Yeah, they're unemployed. That's why they have no job.
No payday.
Yeah, let's just take Ask FM questions and call it a night tonight.
Okay.
Help Mo, 23-year-old female here. My boyfriend for 6 months doesn't want me to look into his past. He gets irritated when I ask him about stuff, and he has a friend who's a girl that he's incredibly close with. My gut tells me they used to have a relationship, but he doesn't want me to know. How do I confront him about his past? Go.
You know what? When guys say friend lang nila yon, like we're really just good friends, they're not.
That's not true. That's not true because if that friend was there before, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're together. Because remember,
but if you feel and they're being so protective of it.
No, but the girl says, my gut feel tells me they used to be in a relationship. Well, if they used to be in a relationship, how can they still be incredibly close now?
Well, maybe it was some sort of, they were never really together. They just made out or had sex and they're close now. Still. There are girls who are okay with that.
Not incredibly close.
Well, oh yeah, I get, well...
It doesn't have that. Now, the thing is, him not wanting you to look into his past, that's the bigger issue that she's dealing with here.
Yeah, plus...
Is that a problem?
Yes, of course that's a problem. You gotta know if they're friends, then why doesn't she know about her or him or their being friends? Where
a lot of well, what's the saying? And I've said it I think a couple times here on the show, and I might have tweeted about it. A lot of God, I forgot what it is word for word. I apologize, but it's something like the great indicator of future behavior is past behavior. When you study a person's past, it's easier to predict what decisions they will make in the future when certain things happen. Now, people mature, but sometimes they don't change. Most of the time, they don't change. So, if you look, you need to almost look into his past if you're going to invest a lot of future.
Yeah,
in
time
him.
and effort. Yeah, that's right.
And if he's a habitual cheater, you have to know about that.
And he's hiding something.
If there, you just have to know about it. And if he doesn't want to share his past with you, then I think you shouldn't share your future with him.
That's right. That's right.
So, I mean, it really is. Now, there's a lot of people who are part of the school of thought that says, well, the past is the past, and whatever's in my past is in my past, and we should be left there. Well, how am I supposed to predict what's your future? Like if Bong Revilla and Jingoy Estrada and Juan Ponce Enrile, who else is
See, I don't want
those
to be in the
guys in
same
this
conversation
scam?
when you say Bong Revilla.
If they said, alam mo, sige, nagnakaw ako naman pork barrel. Binulsa ko yung pork barrel. Pero sa past lang niya. That's in the past.
Past is past.
I am now running for president of this Republic of the Philippines. You'd be like, fuck you.
Tapos na yun, hindi na ako magnanakaw talaga ngayon.
In the past na yun. Wala na yun. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of my face, you fucking piece of shit. That's what you would say.
You should pull a Dexter.
But there are some people who don't. There's some, like, for example, let's talk about a little politics. Like Erap Estrada. Okay, yeah. I mean, we had Carlos Saldan here the other day. Guy convicted for what? Plunder and all that, whatever it was. And it's in my past. I'm running now for mayor. Gets elected. So it can happen.
That's right.
But I would never trust it.
I would never trust guys who hide their past or like they only give you bits and pieces of it.
If a dog bit me 3 times in the past, the same dog, I'm not petting that fucking thing anymore. No matter how much I love dogs. Yeah. That's what it is. So you need to know about it.
That gut feel, oh gosh, sometimes talaga, that gut feel or women's intuition, whatever bullcrap you want to call it, a lot of times it's right.
Yeah.
The timing of that. You know why? Because certain behavior of your partner or certain situations led for you to feel that thing that you feel about that situation.
Yeah. So you need to let him open up about it and find out what's going on. And you guys have been together 6 months. So maybe it's just a little early to get into the past. Maybe it'll just kind of naturally progress towards that direction. Well, you learn more about him, but it should happen soon. 6 months.
And if they're really just friends, why is he hiding it? He shouldn't hide it.
I don't think he's hiding it. It's she feels that there's something more between them. He's not hiding it because she knows he's incredibly, remember the choice words, he's incredibly close to this girl. So he's not hiding it. She just wants to know more about the past, the history behind it. That's all.
Yeah, he's hiding the history behind it. So.
Well, not just about that, but everything though. That's
everything
her problem.
Else, yeah.
You're so focused on this friend of his. She wants to know more about the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Which is more important than this friend.
Yes. This is just like the tip of the iceberg.
Let's go to next one. And then we'll take one call and then we're out of here.
Okay.
I have 2 small hemorrhoids.
It just sounded like you were saying it.
I have 2 small hemorrhoids, and I always get conscious when my boyfriend eats my pussy. I don't know if he could see them, but I'm pretty sure it's visible. Last time I had it checked, the doctor said it doesn't need to be operated on. What are your thoughts?
I've never.
Get a mirror and put that fucking mirror between your legs like girls do, and examine and see can you see the hemorrhoid? Can you see it prominently? And if you can, then he can.
That's right.
But when's the last time a guy looked at a girl's asshole when he was down on her? I've never done that.
Guys even probably have their eyes closed when they're down on the girl, you know?
Yeah, concentrating on their rhythm. Like, wait. He's just trying to feel if you're having an orgasm or not. So, and generally the lights are not, there's no spotlight on it.
That's what I was going to say. Just turn the lights off.
You can request probably for it to be operated on, but I think if he's going down on you and he still continues to do it, then you're fine.
Yeah.
If your boyfriend stops going down on you, there's a problem.
The shock.
Smell.
Oh my God.
Hemorrhoids. Taste. I mean, it could be a variety of things.
Oh my God. There's something moving down there.
Right. But if he still continues to go down, let's just say he probably hasn't seen it yet.
Oh my God.
And really, I don't know I've established that I'm not like most guys when it comes to sexual aggression and all of these things. I mean, all of you seem to be teasing me about it. I don't inspect assholes when I'm down there. Sorry. I don't even touch a finger put next to that area.
Oh,
so
God,
I wouldn't
that's
even.
just, no. That's nasty.
I'm just saying.
No puwet. Please.
Sam, you are 23 in Pasig on line 6, and we're out of here. Hi, Sam.
Hi.
What's up, love? How can we help you?
Yeah, actually, I have a question because I've been seeing this guy. I actually met him from an organization, and then it's like siguro mga 4 years na, and we barely see each other. Pero every time na nagkita kami, we always end up like sleeping together, like having sex or whatever. And then this guy has actually a girlfriend. So it's been happening for about mga 3 years na after nagkaroon siya ng girlfriend that we're sleeping together. Pero I'm actually starting to fall dun sa guy. Yeah. It's just na before kasi there's a promise na parang no one's gonna fall in love. So I really don't want to do it. I want to stop it. Ayoko nang makapagkita or whatsoever. Pero hindi ko talaga mapigilan yung sarili to see this guy. Kasi nga, parang I really like him na.
Yeah, everybody makes that promise. That's why these kind of casual sex setups have to be strictly limited to a short amount of time frame. Now, 3 years is a long time, though. So, I mean, you've really gone past what's the recommended amount of time.
The recommended is like months now.
Yeah,
3 months.
so the fact that you've gone so long, it's not surprising that you fall in love with him. Now, whatever frustration you feel right now about it,
I'm sorry?
whatever frustration you feel about it right now is only going to get worse if you continue to be involved with this guy.
Yes.
So, while I understand you want to be with him and stuff like that, whatever hurt you feel will just multiply because you'll be reminded that he, in fact, has a girlfriend and nothing can happen. You'll invest more of yourself, whether it be your feelings and your body and all that, into this, but you'll never get a return.
Yes.
So it's a bad investment. So it's kind of like drinking and gambling and stuff like that. Is you know that you're going to throw money at this and you know you're going to lose it and you're not going to get anything back. That's a bad investment. It's not a smart one. But it feels good at the time. It feels good to gamble. It feels good to drink and all that stuff, but you don't get any return on your investment. And that ultimately is very, very bad. Now, the more you prolong this relationship, the more money you're going to invest in it, the more you're going to lose. So, like with most people who make bad investments, they cut it off right away. So they don't further get into debt. And then there are some people who try to kind of make it work and invest more and more. And those are the ones that end up broke, bankrupt, nothing. So don't get to that point. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so do not invest anymore or you're going to be bankrupt. And when I mean bankrupt, you're going to be crying, you're going to be miserable, you're going to be alone, you're going to feel helpless.
You'll be damaged.
It's going to be fucking awful.
Yeah. There are a lot of other guys out there. I know people always say that, but madami pa dyan talaga. You know, like you can be attracted to another guy or several other guys that can make you feel the same feeling that you have for this guy or even better. So don't invest in this one. Invest in other guys. Single guys. Come on.
Get some return.
Actually, what happened? I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, what happened before is that someone courted me, and just so it ended up na yung guy was actually bisexual. So parang nag-end pa rin, we broke up, and then balik na naman ako dito sa guy na to.
Yeah, I mean, there's a strong connection. But listen, he's not the only one. You will find other people. Everybody who's been in a relationship at that one time thought this is the person for them forever.
Yeah. And of course, he'll always be there for you because he's getting free fuck. You know? He has a girlfriend. He has a committed life on the side. And then...
You're so classy.
I didn't know how else to put it.
Free sex.
Yeah. What's it?
Free popoy, free lub-lub. I mean...
Jurder. Dito, yeah, so he'll always be there. So every time you're like, oh, I'm a damsel in distress. I had a breakup. I need a rebound, or I need someone to comfort me. Andyan siya. Syempre, would you, Mohan, if you had a friend or fubu or whatever like that, na every time nagkakaproblema or break up with a boyfriend, then sees you again, you'll sleep with that girl, right?
Yeah, it's free.
See? Walang bayad. Ikaw lang ang nagbabayad. Ikaw lang nag-i-invest. Siya wala. So he'll always be there.
You want to deposit money in my account? I'll take that shit.
Yeah.
All right. Come on, love. Let's go. Let's get to it. You sound like a pleasant lady. You sound like a likable person. I'm pretty sure you can find several guys out there that'll take you seriously.
Yes.
I guarantee it.
Na hindi bisexual or walang relationship.
Guaranteed.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Have a good one. Bye-bye. Time to wrap it up tonight. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Your chance at winning some pretty fantastic prizes as we do Caller of the Night. Again, a very weird, depressing episode tonight. I don't blame you if you don't download this.
I know.
This one's heavy.
It's all left.
But yeah, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap it up. Don't go away. It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast, Season 2, brought to you by Globe.
Stay tuned. We'll return after this commercial break.
Stars, we're always on the move. It's really important for us to get better and stronger for every competition that we get into. For all the different lifestyles that we have, some of us are graphic artists, filmmakers. We still find ways to get together. We put a lot of effort in practicing and rehearsing. Minsan may mga biglaang shows or auditions, so it's really important for us to get connected. I use my Globe group messaging to get a hold of everybody else. Malayo na rin ang narating namin, marami na rin kaming napuntahan. So it's really important to get connected.
Familiar with a game Chubby Bunny, but wait. Have you played Chubby Bunny before?
No.
You put a marshmallow in your mouth. You say Chubby Bunny. And you keep putting it in your mouth. And you keep saying Chubby Bunny.
Okay.
Whoever can fit the most in their mouth wins. But we're not gonna say Chubby Bunny. We're gonna have a conversation.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you, okay ka na ba? Okay. And you're gonna be like, okay na. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Go.
2 at a time.
Okay, I'll learn 2 at a time. Okay ka na ba? What?
Okay na. I just saw it.
Okay ka na ba?
Okay na.
Okay ka na ba?
Okay na.
Okay. No, that's disgusting.
What show?
That show! It's a show! You know, that show! It's that show, pare.
Oh, that show! Oh. Yeah, that show's cool. We talk about...
Oh, what does this look like?
Vagina and...
Like a double blowjob.
Vagina?
Who is the asshole that decided to shave this shit off the entire planet?
Sometimes we like to talk about...
It's like when you guys like a high-fiving on a girl and then you're doing her in the butt and you're doing her in the mouth. High five, bro.
Vagina. Vaginas.
And you're jacking off really intensely, but like massaging your balls and shit.
I'm not talking about a Chewbacca, man. I'm just talking about a nice little,
Vaginas.
And don't miss that spot, like the cowper's gland. It's like in between your balls and your asshole. But not me, because I'm a guy.
Yeah, that's a cool show. You should watch it. I think we're on Tuesday.
Friend says she hates me.
It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast. Call the show tonight and get your love problem answered.
Follow us on Twitter at GTWM Podcast.
And visit www.motwister.com.
Back on the program tonight, it's Good Times with Mo, the podcast, Season 2, brought to you by Globe. I want to thank Angelicopter for being here tonight. Thank you, Chopper. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
And a slow night for you. Usually you get a lot of wild calls when you're here, but, we can't ever predict these things.
That's right.
Thanks for being here. I love having you here on Fridays.
Thank you for having me again.
All right.
I'm so sleepy because of the call.
Yeah, I'm really sleepy too. Let's get to caller of the night. I think we're trying to get in touch with her. We're going to go with Regina or Regina. This is the girl from earlier on the show with the that molested her. She's the...
She likes dating guys that are...
No, girls. She
girls
likes
that
dating
are
girls who taken.
attached.
She's got a kid and all that. She's really pleasant and stuff like that. And she cut herself several occasions when she was younger. So she's going to be...
But she's really pleasant.
Yeah, she's going to be the caller of the night tonight. We're trying to get in touch with her, but she's no longer answering. Maybe she went to sleep. But so Regina from Iloilo, your caller of the night, your chance of winning, of course, the iPad. We have cell phones. We got other good stuff for you. We will contact you, I guess, tomorrow then, so you can win those prizes. Aside from that, that's about it, right? Remember, check out the new podcast when it airs. It should be in a week or two. Hopefully in a week. I'm just finishing some technical concerns, and it should be great. It's called the Resource Podcast. So follow it on Twitter,
That's
Resource Podcast, and I'd appreciate it very much. All right. Well, for all the listeners, callers, downloaders, chatters, we appreciate all of you. Even though we teased you, we're just kidding, obviously.
That's right.
We do think you're awesome.
We don't mean that.
Yeah, we do think you're awesome. All right. Have a great weekend. We'll see you guys on Monday when we have the incredibly dramatic Bianca Valerio back on the show.
Who are your guests for next week?
I don't know. We'll have Georgina Wilson on the show next week.
Ooh.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah.
She's so hot.
I'm worried, though, about Bianca. I have a feeling that when we have incredibly hot guests on the program, she gets a little insecure.
She knows Georgina naman eh.
I don't know. How do you know that?
I've
See, you don't. You just invented that.
No, I've seen them. She's...
What?
Oh, no.
You invent. You just assume that all tall, attractive girls know each other.
No, because she's in the fashion industry. So is Georgina.
But you have proof that they in fact know each other.
Alam ko, nakita ko na in one event magkausap sila.
Yeah, right.
Pero hindi ko
Ay, nako, Chopper. All right. Let's take a break. We'll see you on the weekend. Have a great
Bye-bye.
night. Bye.
Good Times with Mo, the podcast, was executively produced by Mohan Gulata, engineered by Miguel Alfindo, and operated by Icon Media Inc. Special thanks to Magic 89.9. You can follow Mo on Twitter at www.twitter.com/DJ Mo Twister. Email him at goodtimeswithmopodcast@rocketmail.com.
All right, bitches.